Hi Cancer, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Cancer. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, check out your other placements, and cross watchers are welcome. Roles can always be reversed, so watch mindfully. And my dear Cancer, let's see what's going on with your energy at this time. Grounding your reading, Four of Wands, Synchronicity, 1111. You could be looking for the signs. If you are looking for a sign, this is it. 1111, make a wish. Yeah, let's go into your challenge position, what's coming towards you, and your advice. So straight away, the Judgment came up as a major arcana in your challenge position. There could be a want or a desire to return to something, you know, like bringing something back from the dead, even maybe manifesting a relationship back from the dead. Hi, Moo. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles here. This is the geriatric horse. So this is very slow moving energy. Something that's taking a very long time coming back around. You could be trying to manifest a return in a relationship. But yeah, with the Ten of Wands here, it's like when somebody left, when somebody ended things, like they really packed up and left for good. So it's a slow return. There might not even be a return. You could just be like really missing someone. Cancer, as I was meditating on your energy once again, it came in pretty powerful. I feel like you just keep getting tested. I feel like the universe is testing you over and over and over again. There could be some blockages right now in regards to your spiritual upgrades, your evolution. You could be feeling stuck or like a little bit caged in your life. You could be putting in the work, you know, or your perception is that you're putting in some type of work. So you're almost like, where are my, yeah, like you're almost like putting in the spiritual work, waiting for enlightenment, okay? And that's like one of the traps or dangers with that like almost like Hollywood perception of spirituality or even spiritual bypassing, you know, or there's maybe like a lack of shadow work, or it's not time. Yeah, it can be a very sticky or slippery slope. So I feel like you're kind of waiting on the wrong things, okay? You're waiting, you're trying to force an outcome and you're attached, like you have a lot of attachments now. What's coming towards you? You've got the Devil, yeah, and the Six of Pentacles as well. So, you know, Six of Pentacles, it's like you're trying to pay off karma or like do like good deeds. And I'm not trying to call you out, okay? Cancer, this is tough love. You know, and again, if it resonates, it does. If not, you know, check out your other placements. But yeah, and you've got the Knight of Cups here. So again, it's almost like your focus is on love or romance even. So, or you could just have like a lot of love for people that you're dealing with, but you're almost like waiting for some type of recognition, okay? And especially with the Devil here, it's like you're a little bit impatient. Like you want your manifestations to come true. You want your visual board to happen like yesterday. You know, and having desires is a part of being human, but I feel like your energy right now, it just keeps attracting things that are frustrating you. But the problem is, okay, this was the energy, you know, as I was meditating, the energy that was coming through was that the reason why you keep attracting like situations or people that are frustrating you, that are not in alignment with the things that are on your vision board, is because you keep giving these people or situations the time of day, okay? I think you need to be a little bit more harsh with your boundaries, okay? And I'm sure Cancer, you're thinking, okay, stereotypically, traditionally, Cancer is known as like very strong boundaries, the shell, focused on home life, keeping the family safe, keeping yourself safe. I just think like you might want love. You know, who doesn't want love? But I feel like it's probably been a while since you've had love, like a love relationship. So every time somebody comes into your life and they give you a little bit of attention, you're hopeful, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. You're hopeful and you entertain it. You go into conversations, you try to figure them out. And then you get frustrated each time. And each time this happens, it probably takes up a couple of days to a couple of weeks of your time. Each time that you let somebody into your energy. And it's almost like having a revolving door of like a roster, you know? But the issue right now with your energy, you know, that frustration is that your boundaries, yeah, they need to be stronger. I don't think you should even really be talking to randoms from social media, people that even want to try and be your friend, people that seem harmless, even people that you might just like confirm their friend request and they're just like monitoring you, you know, you have that energy like the last few weeks, like monitoring spirits, people who are just like watching you and, you know, like kind of feeding off of your energy, but you're not even really interacting with them, but you're allowing them to interact with you and your presence. And that's eating up your time. It is eating up your energy and your frequency. You have to be very, very picky at this time, especially. You are going to be laying the major groundwork, the major framework, the major blueprint for a major upgrade. But if you're still planting seeds, you know, tiny, tiny seeds, even of interactions that you know straight off the bat before you even have a conversation with this person, you know intuitively this is not a person for you. This is not like somebody that you see any long-term potential with, but you entertain it anyways. Why? Okay, because you're human and you want that like love, you want that connection. But right now, I think you need to be very, very picky. Your boundaries need to be at like 1000%. You need to go into hermit mode and you need to like not isolate, okay? I'm not saying to isolate, but I think you need like human interaction where you can read people off of their energy like right away. You don't have to go through these like conversations and then like wasting like mental energy of waiting for their response or vice versa, or wondering like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, like do I just block them or not respond? This is like wasting mental energy and mental time where you could just be like clearing your space, like actually meditating, grounding your energy, or spending time outdoors, like grounding your energy with the earth, or, you know, in actual groups of people doing activities, you know, that you already know that you enjoy. I feel like you might be looking, yeah, you're like looking for some type of new experience. And in that process, you're just kind of making yourself vulnerable to weird experiences, and you're like confused, like, well, why am I not having the spiritual upgrade, or why am I not up leveling? It's because you keep like planting seeds of like duds, you know. And again, like I'm saying this in the kindest way possible, okay? And I have moon in Cancer, so this is like definitely a projection as well, but I think this is a big collective issue, you know, where especially when it comes to social media, and just it's so easy for people to lie and like manipulate and catfish and play games, you know, on social media. And you're very sensitive, and especially at this time when you're trying to up level in a certain way. But I think it's gonna come with discipline. You know, most of those things are coming with that discipline, that Saturn energy. And I think the discipline you need right now is just through being very, very selective of like who you let into your circle, who you communicate with. It's not worth it to get that little like dopamine rush, you know, from like a conversation or a good morning text. Like I'm telling you, it's eating up your energy. It's eating up your bandwidth, whether you're aware of it or not. Okay, your advice: Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you, wow. So, you know, the King of Pentacles, like, yeah, this is Saturn energy, like big daddy energy. You want to be very disciplined right now. You almost want to go into this like authoritative type of energy, like protecting yourself. You know, if people try to like start penetrating you, even if you're like the softest, like most feminine, like identifying as a woman, like very, you know, in your feminine energy, like you have to learn to embody this like masculine part that's going to protect you. It's gonna serve you, okay? It's like the bouncer who lets people in the club. Like if they don't pass the vibe check, like they don't come in, like they go somewhere else, okay? You have to learn how to be your own bouncer. Four of Swords, yeah, because you want to rest, you want to conserve your energy. All of this, like Seven of Cups, like this, it's too much. It's confusing, okay? It's literally like all of these people, like, let's go to the Cancer, like, club, like, you know, and the bouncer's like, no, like, Cancer's resting, like, go away, come back at another time, okay? Or if it is the right person, I don't think this would be an issue, okay? If this resonates, it is an issue. You need to start being the bouncer of your life. If it's not an issue and the reading's not for you, then great. But you need to be a little bit harsher. You need to be a bitch. Just enter your bitch era, Cancer. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, closing off your reading. Full moon in Leo. Aquarius just got this as well. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, don't let your... you have such a soft spot. Like, I feel like you're a little bit like of a recovering people pleaser. It's fine. Like... they'll get over it, okay? Don't like create these like entanglements and enmeshments with like this type of energy, because it's going to be harder to detangle or detach if you keep investing time and energy into it. This is the sign you were looking for, okay? I'm telling you. As I do the readings week after week, if reoccurring themes come up, or if like, you know, I have to repeat things, or it's like a different story or different message, but like overall it's tied to the same type of energy, yeah, I'm gonna repeat it, because you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes years and years and years for people to like have aha moments if they're in like therapy or doing the self-work. So be gentle with yourself. You know, if it's something that like you're still working on, even though it's been like since only last week I started setting boundaries, yeah, that's a lifelong process, you know, like that's all it's about. And yeah, it's a learning curve, you know, you're gonna like make mistakes, but I think that's why like the gift and the beauty of like watching tarot, like being empowering towards each other, supporting each other, it creates opportunities for growth and enlightenment, and you know, moving the human consciousness and collective forward. Okay, that's my little soapbox spiel. But anyways, if it resonated, let me know. If not, check out your other placements, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.